You're listening to Weeknight Wizards.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Weeknight Wizards. I'm your unfriendly neighborhood GM, Anthony, and I am joined by my lovely compatriots who I'm going to do the player question, and I'm also going to do a separate character question. So I'm going to have you guys go through and introduce yourselves, answering my player question. Do not introduce your characters, or I will kill you.
Characters or players?
Ooh, that's a good question. I had this all queued up, my player question. It was excellent. Oh, so, previously, I have asked you about books. I've asked you about, books and video games. So, naturally, the next media that I'm going to ask you about is memes. What is your favorite meme format? You can only pick one. I'm going to limit it to still memes only, not like video meme formats or anything.
All
Hi
right.
everyone, I'm Nick, and my favorite meme format is the two ladies at dinner pointing at the cat, and then the cat,
Really?
yes, that's by far my favorite meme format.
I hate that one.
It's okay.
Memes is trash.
You don't
No.
like people yelling at cat? I love women
No,
yelling
I
at
don't.
cat.
Anthony,
That
you
was
like
so
you like
overdone.
the exchange for exchange meme, and that's like the worst meme. So,
It's not my favorite.
all right, that's me.
Thank you, Nick.
My name is Joe. I'm a really big fan of the villain from the Casino Royale poker scene edits.
Oh yeah.
Which a little old, a little outdated.
You mean
but-
Lashif?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lashif edits. My favorite one is when they edited a fight stick into from Street Fighter into his hands.
Excellent.
Hey, I'm Gregory. This is kind of annoying, but my favorite is any meme format that ruins the format of the original meme. So like in the example that it's kind of like meta humor. So the example that Nick gave, it's like the cat and the woman, but then they purposefully put things that are not the same conversation that they're having with each other, and so it ruins the format and the flow of the meme as
I like
what
it.
you expect it to be. So that usually gets me, even though they're usually not funny, but they're funny to me.
So you just like when memes jump the shark.
Totally. Yeah, exactly. Like when someone's
memeing.
exactly. Yeah, that's my humor.
I
through and through.
respect that.
Like that. Of course, when you, my name is Michael, and when you asked me my favorite meme, I'm like, oh, I've forgotten all memes all of a sudden. I've misfiled all of them in my brain. But I did think of one that I do really love, which is the like person wiping his brow, gonna hit the two different
Oh,
two
yeah.
buttons.
Yeah.
I always find those to be very enjoyable. I don't know what
Yeah.
that's called. That one. So maybe not my favorite,
Yeah.
but that one's sticking out to me as like a solid meme format.
That's very good. I am torn between two. I really, really enjoy pondering the orb.
Yes, correct. I was
I
wondering. I
love
was
that
wondering
one.
who was gonna say it.
Orb.
Yeah.
Wizard posting in general is very good.
Yes. But honorable mention for me to Kramer's room when he's got the billboard outside. What are you doing in there, Kramer? Insert. It's just so good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I have an honorable mention to the Twitter account Heath Yorker, which is where they take the Heathcliff comic and the New Yorker comic and flip their words.
That's very good.
Here's the thing, Greg. I've seen way too many that Joe has sent me. I don't find them funny.
Not really.
Greg, you would like them because they're nonsense.
Yeah, because I have a bad
Yeah.
taste in humor.
It is
Yeah.
a bad taste in humor.
They are. Nonsense is a good word for it. Utter nonsense.
Yeah. Anything irreverent, I'm generally a fan of.
You seem. Are you a Heathcliff fan? You seem like you would be.
You'd strike me as a Heathcliff
Yeah.
fan.
Oh
I
man, that
love-
sounds like an insult.
I love
Ti-
Heathcliff.
Tiny honorable mention is the Scroll of Truth, and then he hooks it. That's also a good
That's a good
meme
one.
format.
That is a good one. Good, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before I ask our character question, would anybody like to give a recap of last session's events?
Sure. I can do a recap. So you might have to help me, Anthony, on some of the names and places, but we started last session. We were in the seaside. Is it temple? I guess temple
It
would
was
be
a
the right.
temple.
Yeah, descriptor. Um, we were in the throne room. We had about 55 minutes to, which came up a lot, to rescue Para, who again was the, I guess, co-owner of the inn in Three Bells that we were staying at, who had been abducted by some shadowy group. We had, I think, the session before, killed a draconic priestess. And so we, as all good adventurers do, then looted the corpse and the surrounding area. And we found a book and a wand. I believe I ended up, or Vera ended up with the wand. Who ended up with the book again? Was that when I?
Money, I think, stuck it in his shell, right?
No, you guys read it to
Oh, that's right.
find the solution. Yep.
Yeah. Well, so anyways, we found out the solution on how to save Para eventually after a lot of effort when it should probably not have taken that long. And then we found a Capadra, which is a semi-aquatic race that is kind of like a Selkie. And the Capadra had mentioned that there was water that had been stolen from her. So it's like mystical water that she keeps in her body. And so we reinvestigated the throne room and found that on the back in Draconic, because Vera all of a sudden knew Draconic out of nowhere, that this was probably related to Mazad, the the god of
Dragon.
dragons.
Yeah.
The god of
Yeah.
calamity.
God of Calamity. And a hidden passageway opened, and we saw there was like a stash there, so there was a lot of money that we took. There was a long sword called Tide Collar, that I believe that is Wanai's, yeah?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, great. And that's why he gave Vera the wand, because he took that. And then Manny returned the water to the Capadra, and the Capadra whispered that whispered a secret owed debt to Manny, so that'll be revealed later. And then we had about 15 minutes to spare, and we exited the cave, and we brought Para back. And she was telling us that when we had asked her how she got, abducted, she had said that she had worked with the local druid Uric, and there was some kind of lead there. And then the next day, we headed toward a town called Attendal in Styria. As we were landing there, we realized that Styria is decidedly nicer. It's kind of like a Greco-Roman architecture. Much of the city's been quarried from the same kind of mountain range. It seems like there's this element of like faded glory, so like it's kind of in disrepair, but it has this austere kind of background to it. So we are part of a vanguard as we're bringing goods into the city, which is mostly populated by humans and half elves. And then we saw in the center of town there was another Harangon, like Tilly, Quinn, and the Harangon delivered a letter to us. It was for Quinn specifically, and it said that Lord Vadric wants to hire him for a job. Did he share that with the rest of the crew, or did he just read? He did, right? He read that out.
He was a little bit selective with the information because it mentioned somebody from his backstory.
Gotcha. But he did share with the rest of the group that he wanted to be hired for a job. And then when Nai notices something's a little bit weird in the city, everybody kind of seems fine, but we get the impression that people are really trying to hide something. Specifically, they're safeguarding their hands, so they're like not pointing using their fingers. They're covering them up with like gloves or clothing or whatever. And we noticed that the last thing we noticed on the episode was that once a deal was made with the cargo ship and the merchant in the city, we noticed that the merchants had extra digits on their hands. And that was I believe the
Was
end
it
of the...
everyone had extra digits or just the merchants?
We only saw the merchants, but I guess the assumption is there's something going on with people's hands.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
And then oh, sorry, just to
Nope.
recap, and then our last task was to think up of a group name, which we'll get to, but that was kind of like the send off for us to, what's our working title? So we'll get to that eventually.
Yes. Very good. So before we hop into the scene, I would like to ask the character fact. So if you could introduce your character and also tell us about a dish from your homeland.
Ooh.
It doesn't have to be your character's favorite dish, but it is a dish from your homeland, and say whether or not your character likes it. Just a short description of the dish. I don't need to hear about your semester abroad in Rome.
I think Vera grew up in a essentially kind of like a convent, right? It was like it's all Gorgons in on this small island. And so I think it's pretty scarce that they don't really have like that much of an abundance of food. So I think like there's seafood and then there's kind of like stews and things that you can like kind of make on an island. So I think like something that's pretty common and typical is like a like a prawn stew, like shellfish that you could like get off the coast pretty easily, like forage with like some foraged herbs on the low-lying islands, and you just throw them in a pot, and it's kind of like hearty enough that it gets people by, but it's not anything special. But it's kind of like that's what you eat as like everybody eats it all the time as kind of getting by. Like that's the easiest thing to make.
Hell yeah. Does Vera like it or not?
I think Vera's like fine with it, but would never choose that as the first thing to eat.
All right.
So, Manny has not talked about this with Tilly in particular. Tilly has not asked, which makes it easy. But the Hilden herd that Manny's part of live in a lot of like grasslands and like low mountainous areas, and there are an abundance of hares, and there is a hare stew that really like reminds Manny of home. It was definitely like a sick comfort food, and he will never speak of this with Tilly. He really likes.
That's fucked up.
That is a little fucked up.
I mean, there's a difference between the two species, I
There is.
assume.
But that's still fucked up. And I love it.
No
Yeah,
regrets.
I guess we didn't really like delve into like the ethics. Like, can Harengon have pet rabbits? Like that seems a little weird, right?
That'd be a great magician trick of pulling
Yeah,
pulling
what?
a hair out of that. We're just pulling a full human out
This
of
is
that.
this is the goofy Pluto situation.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Gorge.
Gorge, you look tasty. Huh?
So when I eat, he on rare occasions his tribe would come upon a large cache supply of oysters, shellfish essentially, and also shellfish. But yeah, so just over a fire, very plain, very simple, seasoned lightly till they open. They eat them.
Anthony, are like alcoholic drinks okay? Or do you
Is that a
only
meal?
want food?
No.
Is this a meal?
Well, I have
Beer.
an
Like a
interesting
hearty
answer
beer
for
that
that.
Play the
fill you up.
game, Joe.
It's a Guinness
Fine.
of this world.
I have a different
Or
like a
if it's-
sandwich.
answer.
If it's like a Bloody Mary that has a meal on top of it, I'll accept that.
No, it's fine. So
It's a
Could be a
fifth of
fucking
vodka.
hamburger.
That's good. Tilly is from the city of Ceres, which is also known as the Jewel of Styria. It's his birthplace. And I was gonna say, to contrast Manny, boy does he like a big ol' hamburger.
That's very funny.
I cannot wait for the animation of the scene where both of you are starving of hunger and look at each other and see each other's favorite meal like transported over in their brain. It's gonna be a good little piece of reckoning right there.
I think in Sirace it's like the Minnesota Juicy Lucy where they put the cheese inside the burger.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
A reference we all know of.
It's
Specified Minnesota.
Yep.
I'm into the 5'8". Come on.
Ooh, Matt's though.
Anyway,
We're getting some Twin Cities lore.
we
here.
will open up the scene here in the marketplace of Atundal. I made a token for the captain. It is, of course, incredibly sexy because it's from AI.
His hat's not low enough on his head.
None of them were.
Fair.
Wow, that's a sexy captain.
It really
so
is.
big.
I'll make him person-sized. We'll open up in the marketplace. The deal has just concluded with the buyer of the materials that you were transporting, and as Lanray turns back to you and is about to tell you that business is concluded and was going to pay you for your service, I'd like all of you to make a Constitution save.
Damn. We gotta stay constituted to get paid.
He cast shit yourself.
Yeah. Well, Vera
he played
shits
the
herself.
he played
sorry,
the
it's just-
brown noise.
Is it a
Oh,
saving throw or
Oh no. Oh no.
everything's
is it just a straight
fine.
check or is it a saving throw?
You
Is there a
said
difference?
saving throw. Yeah.
again?
Saving throw or a check? That's what I wanted. Just double.
Save, please.
Just missed it.
So Greg, I think you
I do
you
not.
just
have
rolled a
any-
Constitution, not a Constitution save.
Oh.
So if you notice, yeah, the saves are
Oh.
under the proficiency
Yep.
bonus. It's
Yeah, you
slightly
get your
different.
proficiency.
Oh, there you go. I not shit myself.
You just pull it right back up. I will
Yeah.
say, in both cases, it was a +1, so your Constitution roll was the same. But
Well, you know.
Yeah.
just saying.
That's fine. We'll take the 18 here. I need to roll some dice myself here. 'Cause I need to figure out what you guys are getting paid.
A lot.
Maybe.
Well, if not, we got a sextant to sell.
Yeah,
there
sure.
you go. Yeah, we can make our own way.
It's a family heirloom, even.
there might be a map inside because we decided there might be a map inside.
Probably a map.
Someday we'll check.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. He divvies up. He has 120 gold that he divvies up between the four of you.
I will add this to
Sick.
our 120 gold. You say?
Yes,
Okay, I'm
40
just gonna add
gold,
straight to-
40 each?
that would be 40 each.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 30 each.
30.
Yes, math.
Yes, man.
30. Okay.
But unfortunately, Quinn rolled a critical failure, so no money.
I was
for-
hoping we could just move past that, actually.
He rolled a critical failure on his Constitution save. That has nothing to do with getting paid.
Damn it.
I have added everyone. Although I will say, Greg, I don't have your gold totals in our tracking.
I assumed we all started with essentially 10 gold, right?
It's different per.
You should never assume what.
But it's
people
all
start
it's
Yeah.
all generally.
Some
Well,
people
so-
will
so
put a
remember-
silver spoon in their mouth.
So
I was
so
born with
remember
a silver spoon in my mouth.
so remember at the end of the last session when we raided the stash,
Mhm.
there was 10 gold, 37 silver, and 124
Yeah. I
copper.
put all that into our general stash, but I'm
Right.
just saying I didn't have Vera's gold, so I'm updating
Oh.
our spreadsheet, and
Oh, I
I'm
see.
zeros for you. So that's
Okay,
what-
so yeah, I have 10 silver and 60 copper. That's it. No gold.
Okay, now you have 30 gold.
Boom.
Bam. Okay, now we're up to date.
Boom. Lanray, did I have a voice for him?
It was sexy.
did.
Very sexy.
That's right. Well, I appreciate you all taking the time to safeguard our wares, but I'm not sure where you're headed next. I think that I'm continuing up the coast. I'm gonna check around the market here and see if there's any work to pick up, but I'm likely heading up the coast further in Empire waters. You were all good good guards, and I wouldn't mind keeping you on.
Well, the Harangon Network knows where to find us. We're gonna probably hang around here a little bit longer, but feel free to contact us if you ever need us again.
I'm pretty sure the plot was supposed to take us west eventually, so I feel like going up the east coast isn't actually going to benefit us. Oh, I'm sorry, I had a meta moment.
I'll move you to the map real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, I also did not. He's going north up the coast. We're at the northern point of the Empire of Styria.
Or he means around the northern coast.
I didn't say north. I said up.
Just
so
straight up, defying gravity.
Flying machine all of a sudden.
Now I want to go with him.
up being a colloquialism for continuing the way you were headed. You were headed east. He's going to head further east. You are just outside Ceres, which is the central Siderian city in the Empire, and also the location that was mentioned in the note that Quinn received.
Oh,
That it's here. Where we are.
Say again?
Where we already are, right?
It's like the next port up.
Oh,
We're
east?
currently in Attendal.
Yeah.
So the
right.
next
Okay.
oh,
settlement up the coast would be Ceres.
Correct.
oh shit! I could go home. I mean, not really, because he does not consider it his home. But
Well,
I
good.
didn't put that together.
Yeah, Tilly is not unhoused. He is homeless because he does not treat anything as home.
No, he has a home.
Okay.
He has a little burrow somewhere.
Yeah, it's where he spends all his
Uh,
extra money.
Yeah, so I
Home's
think
where your stash is.
I think we basically give the captain the message that, like, if he wants to find us, he can find us if there's more work. But we'll probably be, I mean, do we want to go to Ceres?
I think we do want to go to Ceres.
Okay, so I think Vera will step up and say, Captain, when exactly are you departing for Ceres?
Well, I figured that I'd scope out some of the usual suspects around here, see what work is about, and if there's nothing, I can head out within the hour. But if there's deals that need to be making, maybe a couple hours.
So you're saying you don't know?
I'm headed up the coast either way. I would like to be carrying cargo when I do so. That's sort of the way I make money.
Let's put it this way: if you find a deal and you're in need of somebody to protect your cargo, come and find us before you leave, and we'll tell you whether or not we can come along.
I'll do that. I feel like I can really count on you guys. And he offers his hand to shake with yours, Vera.
Yeah. Vera will shake his hand. We will probably be. Oh.
When you shake his hand, it's weird because the second middle finger that's extending from below your current one kind of like gets in the way.
Mm.
Oh, Landry has the finger too. We haven't noticed it the entire time.
Of Vera's second middle finger
Oh,
kind of gets in the way, and Lanray's like the second part of his hand kind of clasped weirdly around yours, and it is overall probably the weirdest handshake you've ever experienced.
Vera has a second middle finger.
yeah, that was new to me.
I've got a second one for you right here.
That's definitely new.
Got him.
Vera
And he's just like,
says.
I wish I had a secret handshake.
Vera says, seeing as we're us. We should be pretty easy to locate. See you around, and turns back to the group. Did you see that? Was that strange?
It's a
Was it just
little.
He's not the only one.
It was a little strange.
Quite a few other people around here have
When I
more fingers than normal.
Oh,
Is-
normal's a really
so,
weird, rude thing to
this
say when
isn't-
I.
it's not showing up on the camera, obviously, but do you have like Ninja Turtle, like 2 or 3 fingered hands?
Yes, I'm not gonna say 5 digits, but I haven't determined how many digits there are, but it's less than 5, more than 2.
Okay, well, you're up to at least 5. You've probably got like a second hand kind of growing out of the back.
Guys, something's wrong.
Fingers. They're
Some-
asymmetrical. Like one of them is like more on the left, and one of them is more on the right.
Guys,
So-
something's wrong.
Yeah.
Quinn, you would notice that. What are Haragon hands look like?
I think they're like mostly humanoid, with
Okay,
maybe
so
like a pad, like a paw pad.
Okay.
Paws and claws, baby.
Well,
have
have you ever?
Or do you have four fingers and a thumb? Do you have 3 fingers and a thumb? What's the?
How many rabbits have?
They probably
Four-
have.
I think
the same
I think
number of
rabbits
Like a
have 4
cat,
claws.
right?
Most
It's-
mammals. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
probably
have
4
5
fingers
digits.
and a thumb.
Okay. I think that yours have like, you have 3 fingers coming out of your palm,
Oh,
and then you have a second thumb coming out of the back of your hand. It looks like you've got like a second hand fully splinched between both of your hands. I think that you probably might have difficulty with spell casting.
I was gonna ask what his sleight of hand check skill stat was at, but
Well, I was gonna. Can I move the extra digits?
You can. It's
Okay.
weird.
Does-
Manny refuses to look at his hands.
does it? Do they like? I'm gonna take out a knife and like prick the extra digits.
It hurts.
Shit.
So, just to clarify, we all realize that we are now growing appendages, or have now new appendages that we didn't have.
Just digits.
Well, sorry, digits. And did we notice any kind of growth or pain, or is it just like you blink and then now you have them?
I don't think that it was noticeable. I think it took a little bit longer than a blink,
Yeah,
but they did appear quite
kind of. I don't know. Great. I'd like to cast. I have a cantrip called Eldritch Sight. I'd like to detect, so I can detect magic at will. I sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of myself. If I sense magic in this way, you can see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. You'll learn its school of magic, if any. So I'm just trying to see, like, what the fuck? Is there something near us that caused
Yeah.
this? Yeah.
Sorry, are you making a roll, or is it just something?
It's
you
just a
do?
cantrip. I just do it. Just detect magic within 30 feet of me.
Is that a spell?
It is.
Yeah,
guess
it's the cantrip.
yes.
Yeah, it's the
Warlock
cantrip.
wizard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let me read it real quick.
Yep.
It's gonna work, but.
Does it have somatic components? Because that might be challenging.
Correct.
But it's a cantrip. They usually don't.
It does say it's a vocal and somatic.
Oh.
A verbal and somatic. Yeah.
Oh, I see. It lets you cast the spell Detect Magic.
Right.
I see. Eldritch Sight itself is not the spell.
Right.
Yeah. This does not have a roll involved. I am gonna make you roll,
That's fine.
and I'm gonna make you roll. Let's see. You've just got 1 extra finger, so I will have you. I think you just a straight roll.
So D20.
You can add your spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
Anthony, while he's doing that, Manny does look at his hands cautiously.
What do Manny's hands normally look like?
I was looking through this in the history of like 5e how they treat it, and they do go between 4 and 5 fingers. So I think I'd like them to be 4 fingers, and then the reason why is like I think they have like one really large pointer finger that's almost like 2 digits have grown together. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So they have like 2 smaller fingers and like one really big pointer finger.
And then a
Yeah,
So you
but
can
not
do awesome finger guns.
Magnum fingers.
Sure. Yeah, so Manny's hands look like they've got sort of like a big pointer finger, and then 2 smaller digits, and then a thumb.
Well, yeah, he already had a thumb. You mean another thumb?
Nope.
Oh, so his hands look totally normal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay, I rolled
You beat
an
the
11.
save, Michael.
Oh, okay, great.
You rolled an 11. So you cast Eldritch Sight, and we're doing partial successes in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So what you see is you're sort of almost blinded. There's magic everywhere.
Captain, excuse me, sorry. What is this? Because Lanray's still there, right? Or has he walked away? It's
Yeah, he's
been
still
like,
there.
what's happening to our hands? Do you know what's happening?
You know, I thought there was something weird going on here as well. I have no idea, and I don't like it.
Have you been here before? Is this new?
I've been here many times. This is not a common thing.
There are people on the street, right?
Yeah.
Manny turns to the nearest pedestrian and goes, I'm sorry to bother you, but, what's going on with the hands?
Hang on a sec. Let me get you a pedestrian here.
Okay.
How hot is this pedestrian gonna be?
They're gonna be so sexy.
It's always really hot.
Actually, I want to take that back. I don't want to presume because he's gonna be like, "Oh, it's like a 10-year-old child." Like I cannot be that.
That has
Be careful.
37 fingers.
They're just it's a ball of fingers. Who
All
Manny speaks
fingers.
to.
All fingers all the time.
Oh.
So
I took
Jujutsu
the
Kaisen
time.
up in
I
here.
uploaded so many assets for tonight.
Wait, is this why you did this? Because this is all just one big fucking AI joke. This is very funny.
I'm glad that you. I'm glad you like it, Michael. Because yes, it is. None of my assets are loading, so yes, you stop a man in a hat. He's got like a funny hat. He's an older man, and he appears jostled by you.
I'm sorry for jostling you.
Oh, yeah. I wish you hadn't jostled me.
I'm sorry. It happens a lot. I'm quite big. I just yeah. Sorry. We've been a little startled. We are new here, and I don't want to be rude, but I noticed that a lot of people's, including my friends, hands look different than when we came here, and I'm wondering if you could tell us, the fuck?
I'd very much appreciate an
Goodness
answer
gracious,
as well.
boy! You want me to tell you the fuck?
In so many words.
The fuck is up with our hands?
Well, it's a curse, is what we mostly think it is. He holds up a hand, and it's got like an extra 2 fingers coming like out of the bottom of his palm. Everybody's is different. Some people,
Him.
some people's bodies don't have them. Some do. Some people's they go away if you leave the city. Other people's stay permanently. There's no really rhyme or reason to it. I think it depends on everybody. But I'm an old man and I don't care.
Well, I really appreciate you being open and candid about your hand curse. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
And he does not high 5 or high 7 him. Politely declines.
Well, now, I mean, there's only really two places in a city where people know what's going on, and it's either the castle or the pub. So, you guys want to split up? Half go to the castle, half go to the pub? We'll figure it out one way or another.
Can I trust you guys to do this while I go drum up some business?
We've got other problems here, Landray.
Yeah.
Stop thinking about yourself only. Look at my hands.
Captain, we'll make sure to
I
share any
also have
information.
strange hands, Turtle Man.
You
Am
know
I
my
good
name.
That was actually
Wanai, am I okay to go and drum up business for our livelihood and trust you all to figure out the weird hand situation?
I actually bet drumming might be a little difficult with those extra digits in the middle of your palm, but I mean, if you really wanna give it a shot, I think I have some bongos around here somewhere.
I changed my mind. The rest of you all are welcome. The Rabbit Man has to stay.
Stay
we
here
get that
with
a lot.
these.
This won't be the first time we've been told that.
You guys remember what happened back in Two Bells, right? Just keep thinking about how successful that one was.
Okay, so what is the task we're being asked to do while he's
Figure out what's going on with the
Figure
fingers.
out the hand situation.
cool?
Sorry,
Joe.
as Michael would say, figure out the fuck.
The fuck?
The fuck?
Joe, why did you mention the castle or the pub?
Well,
Those are two
that's
places
where
to find
two things that people who know what's going on would
Yeah,
be.
information centers.
Okay, I thought it was tied to something else. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
no. That's just where the two places that Quinn would think to go.
Gotcha.
The biggest building
Well,
in town,
I bet you the manicurist is probably actually got the most business right now.
Thriving.
So if we want to go get our
Thriving.
nails done.
It goes all the way to the top.
Oh, Anthony, are our toes okay? Manny looks down. Do we want to know? I'm not a feet guy.
What?
We're
Do
getting
I
into
wanna know?
dangerous
Do you have
dangerous
hooves?
waters.
I think Manny does have hooves, cloven hoof feet. Yeah.
Okay. At risk of getting weird, what do the rest of y'all's feet look like?
Oh no.
I wish I hadn't had to say that.
I think Harengon have like their hands are like pretty human. Their
Yeah.
feet very rabbit like.
Full on rabbit feet.
Yeah, full on rabbit feet. I don't think they wear a lot of like they don't wear. I think they would wear like some of them would wear like adornments on their feet, like rings and stuff on their toes, or like even rings going like all the way around like the ball of their like the arch of their foot. But I don't think they wear like traditional shoes.
Okay.
Before Vera describes her feet, I would like to describe mine.
Oh man, I didn't know it was gonna be this kind of scream.
When he's just, he's got 4 claws and they're stocky kind of. It's like they're just. I don't know, not a dinosaur's foot, like a brontosaurus foot, I guess you could say. It's just round.
Not like a dinosaur.
Elephant?
More like a brontosaurus.
not
Got
like
it.
a dinosaur.
No, it's a dinosaur, obviously, but like a brontosaurus's foot, I
Sure.
would say. It's stocky, round. Not a lot of appendages. They're not very separated toes or
Okay.
anything like that.
Gregory.
If you want to hear what Vera's feet look like, you have to be a Patreon subscriber.
I was-
yeah.
Go over to the Weeknight
You have to
Wizards only
pay-
fans.
yeah, you have to pay $5 a month to get access to the audio
actually-
description of Vera's feet.
Greg, it's actually 1 per digit, so it could go up for this month.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never tell.
To answer your question, Michael, all of your feet are fine. No changes.
Okay. Great.
I venture probably the inn's going to be a better idea because I don't know if the lord of this area will take too kindly to strangers running into the castle and asking about what's going on. So But aren't you? I mean, Quinn, aren't you kind of from this area generally? I mean, what's your thought here?
Well, I can't say I've been to this this city exactly. I kind of set out on a ship straight from Ceres.
You did say that like you weren't sure where you're from originally.
Well, you see, I got a lot of notes I'm keeping track of.
Yes.
Callback humor to earlier in the episode when he also forgot where he was.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that was
It's
me
funny, you
not
heard the second
knowing
time.
not knowing how to pronounce it.
Yes.
But
Yes, a lot to keep track of in your Google Grimoire.
yeah,
Yeah, you have to-
it's a little challenge, especially when every time I'd pull it up, if I don't do it fast enough, the image of the map in my brain goes away for a second because of how terrible Windows works.
All right.
Uh,
I think Vera's gonna push us towards the local inn. But I think
Sure.
that's a good place to start as any.
Okay.
Yeah, when I follow, you'd like a drink.
None of my assets are loading.
Thanks,
Roll
Roll20.
I don't want to reload roll 20.
Yeah,
No,
this is
I
a roll
already
20.
did. It's fine. Everything that was like need, I have put already in. So I'm just gonna reuse the tavern from Three Bells.
Wow, is this a chain? We got
The name of this tavern is the Heron's Head.
Snapplebees. Wait, that's a thing.
Snapplebees?
I said Snapplebees because I was trying to make it
Not-
fantasy, but Snapple is also a thing. So
You've just made two brands
yeah,
angry.
yeah.
The
Dang
name
it,
of the
Joe.
tavern is the Heron's Head, and it appears to be pretty well well attended. There is a barkeep behind the bar here. These chairs are full of people, most of which have misshapen hands. Some of them kind of need to like grab the bottle or their stein with two hands and lift it up to their mouths for dexterity issues. But everybody, with enough alcohol seems to still be in pretty good spirits.
Manny nudges Tilly. Hey, if you still got those straws, I think you could make a killing.
Damn, I didn't think they'd be useful. They were made out of paper. They just dissolve in the sea air. Also, I thought
Keeping it current.
I thought the metal ones were a little offensive to Wanai. They kept getting stuck in his nose.
Oh my god.
That took a
Okay.
turn. Manny, I know this isn't affecting you, but I'm very uncomfortable with this. I don't like this. Why aren't you? What?
Manny grabs Wanai by the shoulders. Oh, don't worry, Wanai. I still think you're beautiful.
One eye blushes.
Oh, I don't know. You guys just all had fingers, and I was afraid, so I didn't look. And but then when I looked, it seems fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, got them all. I don't know, man. Did we feel anything when this happened? I know we had to make a Constitution roll, but we didn't feel anything?
No.
Anthony, really? So yeah, I don't think he'd have honestly any clue.
They appeared as if by magic.
Quinn is gonna find the most active table in the pub.
Okay. That'll probably be this table here in the foreground that
Okay.
already has a couple of empties. I generated like 7 different tokens for townsfolk, just anticipating you guys would need to talk with various people, and I would just drag them on, and I can't do that.
Unlucky.
How many people? Well, that's good. They can be in the next town. How many people are at the table?
Probably 4.
Okay, I'm gonna take stock of what they're drinking.
Yeah, they are all drinking a it's probably like a rice wine
Okay.
that is very common in the Empire.
I'm gonna go up to the bar and order 5 of them.
5 bottles?
Yeah. Well, is that what it is
Servings?
drank? Like
5 portions.
5 portions. So if it's
5
in a
flagons?
yeah, yeah, sure, flagons.
It comes pints.
Glasses. Yeah.
A flagon
Comes
is
in
like a big
pints?
pitcher.
Thank you. knew
One
what a flagon
pitcher,
was.
5 glasses?
Great.
I don't like yeah.
Yeah, so you said steins earlier, so yeah, we could maybe assume that's
Servings.
I would like to buy 1 serving for each of them plus 1 for me.
5 portions.
Yes. And I'm gonna walk up to their table and I'm kind of new in town and I find the best way to make some friends, get some information is to share a drink with some people. So I brought you whatever this is, this I don't know. Tell me, what are we drinking tonight? Oh, my name's Quintillion, by the way. Rhymes with million.
Very slick. Fuck, now I gotta come up with an alcohol name here.
I'm just like wondering, do people would people in like a fantasy world like have the concept of a million like come up very often?
Nope.
Well,
We all have extra fingers. That's not what I'm worried about.
this country is like has at least 1 million soldiers. So
That's true.
I was gonna say you could call this Ocean Spray, and then realize that's also a real company.
We gotta worry about those copyright infringements, guys.
None of the ingredients of this drink are giving me inspiration for a fantasy rice wine
Okay.
name. Anybody have ideas?
Boshi.
It's
Shale.
called Oshi.
Well, no, Boshi with a B. Because this
Call it what you want, friend.
this one that I'm drinking is Hoshi.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing is showing up.
Okay.
He helps
Boshi
us
it
all.
is. That's fine.
Yeah. It looks like you got a little bit of the Styrian curse as well.
Well, yeah, that's actually what I one of the many things I wanted to speak to you fine folk about. But first things first, I want to know. Clearly, this is the best thing in the bar, and I wanted to know want to know a little bit about it. Want to know, why it's so good. It seems to be a little bit of a delicacy.
Well, it's good because it gets you there in just a couple of glasses.
And I just bought this pretty cheap too. So, it's always a plus.
Well, you just said that you bought it. You didn't actually
That's
buy it.
I will pay the gold when you tell me how much it costs.
It is 20 silver for a flagon.
So 5 of them is 1 gold.
Well, you'd buy 1 flagon and you'd get 5 glasses.
Okay.
20 silver, Joe.
Yeah, okay. It's 100 silver to a gold or 10?
100 silver to a gold.
Yeah.
We spent half of last session trying to figure out a simple puzzle. We're gonna spend half of this session buying a drink.
Math is hard,
Or not.
okay? Yeah, I mean, I'm always like to know the local liquors and brews and stuff, but I gotta admit, I am pretty curious about what's going on with the digit thing.
Yeah, it's been going on for what's it been? Something like a month now, I think. Just up and started one day.
And everybody's just been okay with it?
Well, we're not. No one really knows the cause of it, but the timing does sort of line up with some mysterious visitors that the magistrate saw at the castle.
I knew we should have gone to the castle. could have saved myself 20 silver.
This
Well,
as a sidebar, I think Manny's realized that some guests are having trouble getting to the bathroom because they can't open the door, so he's holding the door for people.
Just very
What a
politely. Yeah.
He's got a towel draped over his some mints.
I think, Manny, I think that you earn 10 silver in tips.
Nice.
What kind of you said a magistrate? What kind of magistrate rolls into town? What kind of magistrate rolls into a fine, quiet town such as this?
Maybe you misheard. They visited the magistrate. Magistrate lives in the castle.
Oh, visitors of the magistrate.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what kind of business they had? I know
They
word gets around.
They were mysterious folk, hoods and cloaks and whatnot. And he looks at Vera. I think one of them was one of her.
What of who?
Oh.
Well, begging your pardon, miss. What's that called?
Gorgon?
I believe Gorgon is the correct terminology.
Gorgon, yes, one of them.
I'm sure whatever you were about to say was a little less kosher. But we're not.
You don't see many of them in the Empire, you understand.
Well, I mean, did those visitors ever leave, or are they still in the castle?
They were just here for one day, I believe, but the timing kind of checks out with when this all started.
Well, I would say that's very interesting. Any other gossip around town? I'm always here to drink a little tea.
He's all ears.
I am also all ears.
And he misheard them dramatically within this conversation.
Twice.
I think at this point, another one of the people at the table pipes in and says, "You know, now that you mention it, ever since that visit, the magistrate's been a little peculiar. Doesn't come out of the castle as much. Seems to really keep to himself and kind of favors that scepter of his."
Well,
Magistrate's a really hard job. He's probably got his hands full.
Zing.
well, I gotta say, I'm not much for doing jobs for personal reasons. They don't pay very well, but
He says to the camera.
no. He says
Everyone
that
looks around.
he says that to the people, like,
Okay.
but you know,
He says that to the audience on set.
yeah. He pauses for a laugh track. Well, but I do say that these digits are probably gonna impact my future performance. So I think we might go pay this magistrate a little visit, see what's going on.
You do that, friend, and thanks for the Oshi.
Yeah, of course. I'm always interested in sharing a drink with a stranger, a new friend, if you will. And if you ever
Always
need
good
anything, you can contact me. You know, the Heron God know where to find me. I'm gonna slide him a business card.
And what does it say on the business card?
Our group name
Oh yeah, what is that exactly?
is.
Yet.
Who's
I like
making the
to think that
decision?
Should we roll? Should we roll for it?
We narrowed it down to a couple. Do we roll?
Yeah.
We can have a little conversation about what
Roll
it is
my-
right now.
Yeah. Why don't we say the ones that were rising to the top?
The camera
Um,
pans over the business card, and the name is blurred out.
It's blank, so you like type it in yourself.
No, it's hidden behind a paywall.
Oh yeah.
Was it essentially Michael's top 3 that everyone agreed were decent to good choices?
We did have, I think, one more in the list, which was hair and the dogs, but I think the other 3 maybe are stronger.
We have no
So
canines. That's all.
I
But
wasn't a huge fan of
But we all got that dog in us, you know.
yeah,
fair.
I think was it Fang and Claw?
this is claws. Yeah,
I
fang
wasn't
and
I
claws.
wasn't like the biggest fan of that one, but it's fine.
I think Beasts of Burden and the either Crass or Brass Menagerie were probably my top 2.
Yeah, those are my top.
Brass
two also.
Menagerie or Crass Menagerie?
Well, I remember Joe who said they didn't really love Crass in that.
I think kind of both. Like, I think if we do brass is like an official term, Crass Menagerie is like something we can also play
inside
with.
joke. Yeah.
Like that's how we refer to ourselves. But like, I think it makes more sense for it to be like, not have crass on a business card. You know, we are like adventurers trying to drum up business. We have some marketing sense.
It's gonna
We
be
could just
difficult
be
to drum
CM.
with all those extra digits.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's true.
Brass Menagerie is BM, which people will make poop.
which is
jokes.
worse.
Or bad manners.
I mean, I think like Beast of Burden's very simple and clean. So if we don't know, like it works for what it is. So like I'm happy for it to be that unless we feel very strongly on
It also
something.
just has the word beasts in it.
Which is
Well,
pretty.
right.
First word.
Yeah,
I like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I go with
mean-
beast. I go with Beast of Burden.
Beast of Burden. We're the Beasts of Burden.
It's gonna change, guys. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
Once we do something really heroic, we're gonna change it to be much cooler.
no. As soon as Beast of Burden gets in trouble with the law, it's gonna change. So the lore is we used to be known as the Crass Menagerie,
Menagerie?
but then whatever happened in Two Bells happened, and now we are the Beast of Burden.
I think a Beast of Burden works.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay.
So it's the Beasts of Burden adventuring party
Bob
incorporated.
Adventuring
Well said.
Party.
I think one of the guys picks up the business card, and he looks at it. He's like, "You really want to call yourselves beasts?"
And
We're
when I just
taking
go,
we're taking it
"Ah!"
we're taking it back.
Is that offensive? I don't feel good about saying this.
It's
I think beast folk is a colloquialism for demigods that is generally accepted and not charged with things.
yeah.
I'm not a. I'm
I
not
don't-
offended.
I think
I
I
don't
think it
think-
seems like you're attaching negative stereotypes to the word beasts, and I
Yeah. What do you
don't
got a problem
appreciate
with
that.
beasts? One of y'all get like all up in his face.
Maybe
It's also very hard to come up with a word that encompasses a bunch of different animals. I mean, we're not even like he looks at everyone. And he's like, he's a reptile, man. Like we're not even all mammals up here.
Well, what about Vera? She's mostly.
I really don't know what
Not-
Vera like. There's a lot going on.
She's got nice feet though.
God,
As everyone notes, everyone says, yes. Very lovely.
you say one more thing, I'm going to remove your feet from your body. Understood. Thank
Yep,
you.
you got it.
Can we please focus?
Anyway, subscribe to our Patreon at $10 a month. You get the Vera's feet tier.
Oh no.
I'm gonna move you guys back to the city proper here.
Yes, we have to leave now that this
Please,
conversation is done.
please, God, please help.
Landry
Oh.
is off doing business. You exit the bar, and it is now later in the afternoon. Foot traffic appears to be a little bit slower, and Landray is off doing business, making business deals.
Anthony, remind me, did we get the sense Landray was trying to leave today?
I think he was, but it was somewhat contingent on this whole hand scenario getting
All right.
solved.
All right. My brain wanted me to make a getting the situation in hand joke, but it's really. neither here nor
We've had
there.
enough of that.
Yes, truly, it's getting out of hand.
You
Let's go to the
started
castle.
this, Anthony.
A finger in hand is worth two in the bush.
No.
DM
Oh no.
presents players with situation. Players, well, we have to make jokes about it. I mean, what are we gonna? You just gave us the situation.
We're playing D&D. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, are we fine going to the castle, or do we want to stop it?
I think we should.
I agree.
I guess one question I have, it makes sense, but is there, would we know if there's some sort of like wizardly, or magician's guild sort of thing, or some practitioners of magic, or a temple for curses?
I think that both of those would be housed in the castle if such a thing was present in this.
Convenient.
town.
All roads lead to castle, so I think
That's right.
I mean, I'm trying to get you guys up to level 3 in this
Yeah.
session. So,
All right, we speed run
nope,
to the castle.
not what I meant.
Run, sprinting,
Great, yeah, you make there with all
like,
haste.
flying to a rage,
Full sprint. Just
Fly to
King
a-
of the castle. King of the castle.
kill everyone.
oh,
Oh man, oh, so
he's
sexy.
not very hot. No.
No, look at that beard.
So the inside of the castle is very well lit through a large number of crystal windows. I didn't put them here, but the entryway is flanked by guards, as is the throne room of the magistrate. Joe makes a dex save, I guess.
Sorry, I'm trying. I get to add
Trying
a
to open
one.
the door. and it's
No, I
difficult.
get to add a 1d4 to my deck saves. I was seeing if I could do it automatically. I can.
Okay.
So to remember, like a scrub.
Yeah, so the well-appointed throne room, or a throne at the end of the main entry hall, is flanked by 2 guards here and here. They are both carrying rifles, or long muskets, and have swords at their belts. And I should have made tokens for them, but here we are. The magistrate sitting on his throne looks... Is that coming through large enough on this?
Yeah.
Or he looks like this.
Zoomed in a little. I just zoomed in a little.
It was good before.
Yeah,
Well,
it was.
It's even better now, right?
It is even better now.
Is he holding a candle?
It's mighty
comment.
close to his beard.
That's what I was thinking.
Again, no comment. As you approach the throne, the magistrate appears to be holding
A candle.
a candle.
For his lost lover.
Appears to be holding a scepter that looks to be made out of sort of like a dark iron.
Is he
And
pondering it?
You're a little too far away to tell if he's pondering it or not. Can you make a perception check?
Only real ones ponder their scepter.
Why does everything you say sound so sexual?
Only. I got
That's
a 4.
a 4.
I got a
Yeah,
13.
he is holding a scepter, Michael.
Okay, great.
Yep. Glad we could confirm that.
Can I see how many fingers he has?
Ooh, that's another perception check, please.
I like that we just all stand. We stand very far away in the room and try to look at his hands.
Standing there look.
Is that the guy?
Is that him?
I'm gonna get my my opera
I'll move a little
binoculars
closer.
out.
I didn't stop moving as I entered, I would say. You know, I just kept
Right. Joe and Greg, do you want to just join the crowd? And
I rolled a 13.
I'm just vibing with whatever they tell me.
Okay. Yeah, on a 13, you notice that he is he's kind of pondering the scepter a little bit.
Man.
He does just have he's a human, and he is a 5-fingered, both hands human, holding a scepter. What's odd is that you notice, like, the top of the scepter itself appears to be a hand holding an orb.
Does that hand have multiple phalanges?
You only rolled a 13, Nick.
Oh, I'm just okay. It's fine.
And you're so far away, you can't tell. Just
I would like
unbelievably
to
far away.
approach.
Sorry, this is like a Xenos paradox thing. That's
How
a
close-
philosophy joke.
How
It's a
close
good
can
one.
I get before the guards stop me?
You could probably get to about here. This is typically the distance at which petitions are heard. I think that as we approach the magistrate, and we probably should have done this before getting here, but we'll take a brief intermission.
Sure.
Oh yeah, we probably should.
Really?
I could bio, yeah.
Biology.
Yep, you're a bit.
Welcome back. So, we are before the magistrate, and he barely acknowledges you as you step up to the petition line.
Just a question. Yeah, is a magistrate have like an assistant, or is it literally like, you're supposed to just talk to him?
I believe that you're just supposed to talk to him. He is sort of like, he's looking down at the orb in his scepter, just really pondering it. I think from here you would notice that the hand that grasps the orb that makes up the scepter has like 7 fingers.
Do the guards have extra fingers?
They are where they have that's sort of like
Mittens.
basically an unarmored mitten. Yes,
Gauntlets.
it's not like a gauntlet because gauntlets have individual fingers.
Not all of them.
There's-
I don't remember the specific armor term for it. As you clear your breath, he sort of angrily looks up and he says, "Who petitions me?" Speak well, for you address Gaius Au Siderius of the House Siderion of the House Siderion. That was my error, not his.
I need a fake name. Someone give me a fake name.
Ken
I'll
Adams.
tell you.
Ken Adams. Well, now, my name is Kenneth Adams, and I'm here. I'm from the
Speak quickly, Kenneth. I do not have all day.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm from the Sisyphus house, and Sisyphus? Is it pronounced It's pronounced Sisyphus. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Also, I can't read. And I'm here because over on the other side of Styria, we're developing some damn fine scepters. And I'm just wondering if you'd like to buy one. I'm sure it's nicer than that fine scepter you've got there.
He narrows his eyes. I'm not interested in whatever it is you're talking about.
Well, I'm just like to know. I'm traveling around, learning about scepters. I'd just like to know what's so special about that one that you're not interested in a newer, finer, more golden scepter.
Make a deception check.
So I do have false identity as a charlatan.
Okay.
So Kenneth Adams is a real person in all accounts.
That's fine. That's not what I think that you're trying to deceive him on.
Okay. That's acceptable.
You are Ken Adams. There's no doubt about that.
That's
Yeah,
acceptable. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Unquestionably, Kenneth Adams.
Yeah.
Manny thinks you're Kenneth Adams right now.
That's a 23 on deception.
Yeah, show me that scepter.
Oh fuck.
There it is, the false identity.
I'm writing Kenneth Adams so I remember the name.
Oh, you can only create 1 second identity, and you have split-second decision chosen Kenneth Adams as your
I love it.
of the House of Sisyphus.
of the House of
Sisyphus.
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 No, I really like that Ken Adams never pronounces things correctly. Intentionally.
Also, Ken Adams was a little bit more southern than Quintilian usually is,
Yes, he was.
but that wasn't my fault.
Yeah, forgive him. He's just Ken.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Be that as it may, Kenneth, I am perfectly happy with the scepter that was gifted to me not a month ago. It is lovely.
Does he have more fingers than normal?
He said no. He's got normal fingers.
Okay,
Right, Anthony?
I might have missed that.
Correct.
Can I roll a history check on the scepter? Just to see if it rings any bells, the sort of, like, symbology?
Sure.
Manny, not well read. I got a -1. I rolled a 5.
It's made of iron.
Can I also do that?
Yes.
Also, not super well read. That's a
No.
4.
It looks
doesn't
like
actually-
there's a hand that's holding an orb. Vera,
I think
when I wanna...
Manny
make a
bumps
go?
Vera and goes, Vera, you're magical. Have you seen something like this? He seems quite ponderous.
I haven't been around a whole lot, but
Right. Okay.
These are the
Vera's
worst rolls I've
gonna
ever
take a
seen.
different approach and is going to walk as far as she can get without crossing the guards and say,
Uh-huh.
"Right, and who exactly gave you this scepter?"
As you approach his eyes, he raises an eyebrow, and he's got like they
6
match,
eyebrows.
they match his mustache. He's got like these bushy white eyebrows.
Mm.
Are you one of the witches?
Wow.
That depends.
One of your kind was
Mhm.
here a month
Yes.
ago
Mm-hmm.
with a small coven, and they gave me the scepter. What do you know of it?
Well, me and my people have our own. So I think this is going to be like I guess like maybe a deception or a charisma thing.
Yep.
Me and my people are known for entreating powerful allies when we go out into the world, but really that could be for a multitude of reasons. I wouldn't presume to explain the secrets of why my group did what it did, but I would entreat you to share with me if they are of my clan indeed, then I'm actually looking for them myself. Perhaps you could tell me why they stopped and what they offered you and what you gave them for that scepter.
Well, if you must know, they stopped by simply as a gesture of goodwill. They gifted this to me. They offered us a sum of gold and boons of various foods and materials, and all they asked for in return was a night of hospitality in our palace before they were on their way.
And
Believe
did
that they
the
visited several cities along the coastline here.
I'm gonna lean over to Manny. Is it really that easy? They could have taken whatever they wanted from the vault.
Yeah, we just need to, walk around and look cool and
Man-
give out scepters, and like we just let you go anywhere.
Manny, can you write that down in your notebook?
Yeah, he looks at your hands. He goes, "Yeah, probably better if I write it down."
Yeah, it's a little tricky.
Terrible handwriting.
I'm gonna lean into Vera and just say, "You should never trust witches."
right,
What a
very,
witch prejudice here.
very, very helpful. Thank you. Right. And did the and back to the king or to the magistrate? She says and did my sister share her name?
Can you make a charisma save, please?
Save.
Yeah.
Oh. 20.
Nice.
You are rolling the opposite of your friends.
Yeah, well, when
Thank
3 in a row
goodness.
tried the exact same thing that didn't work, I think maybe something else was due. Yeah.
Fate says you will not know the history of this.
I have their names, but I would know yours first.
And Adams.
I'm gonna slide her.
I was about to say Barbara Adams. No,
Oh.
I am Vera of Paris.
Paris. That's where that tower is.
Hey, no, Texas.
Buongiorno.
I've never heard of Paris. Interesting. There were 4 of the witches. The Gorgon among them was named Omara. The other 3 seemed subservient to her and somewhat less important.
Well, does it concern you that since the visit of Omara and her minions, that changes have come about your lands? Surely you have noticed the effect on the populace.
Yes, of course, we're doing splendidly. Our
Splendidly.
incomes have never been higher. We are experiencing such a boon.
After hearing him talk highly of the things that are positive, you one eye will kind of burst forward. Do you see this? What is wrong with me?
Yeah.
Wow, this guy rude as hell.
Can Adams
The
would
guards
never.
like cross their muskets in front of you to like stop your advance.
I like to think that I'm not like rushing him by any means, the magistrate, in no way, but I would try to push a little bit past those muskets. Like again, I'm not running, I'm not, trying to fight them, but I like to think that they don't stop me, I guess.
Careful, 1A. They have their finger and their other finger on the trigger.
I think the magistrate stands from his chair. Says, I don't know what you're trying to display here with your deformity, Tortle, but it means nothing to me.
All right, I'm just gonna say it, man. I think your scepter's cursing people.
Thanks, Manny. We really needed that.
This scene's going on a long time, man.
Right.
That is simply fascinating, and I simply don't know what to do with this wonderful information that this idiot Minotaur has brought in front of me.
All right, I'm also really not enjoying your attitude.
I don't like these guys.
How many guards are in this room?
Yeah, I was just about to ask the same
There's
question.
2.
Yeah, Manny stands up further and goes, I think you'd, if you were known for your hospitality, you'd actually know when people are trying to help. And I'm gonna try to intimidate the magistrate.
Can I assist?
Using my strength.
Maybe if you had guidance.
Using
have-
your strength, what do you mean?
Yeah, I'm standing up and powerful. He's calling me stupid, and I'm basically like, you want to check your tone. And like, there are 2 guards, and I am much larger than them. Guns or not.
Yes.
And yeah, so I know that this is risky, but I wanna intimidate him.
Anthony, can I assist?
Joe, yes, you can assist.
I'm also like pushing the guns back, like
Can I-
pushing through. in a
11
sense.
to assist.
So, is it okay to use my strength, Anthony? In the dungeon
Versus charisma.
it does say that you can do this if you're trying to use a show of strength.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
It's something that I always forget, but now that I have a low charisma character, I would like to invoke.
Yeah, intimidation charisma's a bad choice. I think. for-
Intimidation should be a strength skill.
Yep.
Or at least you should be allowed to do it. But so anyway, I have it as one of my picks, so I get my proficiency to it.
Okay.
So that's 2 plus, so I got a +5 altogether. Fuck, 11.
Wow.
You have advantage because I assisted you and rolled
Oh.
above 10.
Yep.
A 9. Oh, actually, give me 1 second. Did I have this thing that helps me with that?
Well,
No,
I was
don't.
gonna
Never
say
mind.
seeing Manny I've known Manny for a while. He's not the most aggressive of people, you know, when it comes to outside of combat actions. I think when I will kind of take a hint and push the guns away.
Okay.
I'm grabbing them with all 10 fingers.
Sure.
Can I break them? Bend them?
Ooh.
Damage them in some way? Or maybe take them from their hands?
I'm gonna need you to decide what you want to do.
I'd like to try to damage the guns to...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like a strength check. Not athletics, just strength.
Can I argue for a situational bonus because he's got so many more fingers?
And I've seen Manny's drive, and, you know, I'm encouraged by his standing uppance. That's not a word.
I'm gonna say just a straight roll.
Not very good.
No.
I still grab them, and, you know,
Yeah.
I'm
yep,
still
that's
doing
fine.
the thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can't shoot you with the if your gun barrels are getting
Pointing up.
juggled
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
The magistrate sits back down in his chair and he eyes all of you with just like a real evil kind of dirty gleam in his eyes. If you want the scepter, come and get it.
That's what I was
Manny?
waiting for.
I think if you look at Manny, he goes, fine. And it's not Manny, something is different. You guys have seen him rage, and it's like he's not raging, but I think you all notice a distinct shift, and he actually, like, physically you start noticing change. Not his fingers, but like his eyes actually kind of seem like redder, and like he seems physically different as he starts stalking towards the magistrate. And actually, you know what? I'll rush. I'll fucking rush this guy.
Fucking do it. I don't care.
Do we want to roll initiative or something?
Not yet.
Okay. So he's gonna rush it, and he's gonna try to take the scepter from him.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm trying to pull the guns away from the guards. I've still got a hand on them, you know, but hands.
Uh-huh.
You go.
When we walked in, can I go to the door and lock it? The door behind us that we came in through? Is that possible from the inside?
With the length of the hall, that's impractical.
Not officially. Okay, that's fine. I mean, Vera, this is going much more aggressively and quickly than Vera was really trying to go. But
I thought we were trying to get to level 3, so Manny's trying to move it along.
I mean, sure, yeah. I was trying to get some information of what was actually going on, and I think Vera's like, I think Vera watches Manny and says, and looks at when I both kind of ready for a fight, and she kind of turns to, to Tilly and says, sounds like we've got another fuck up on our hands. And she gets ready.
Quinn's pulling his gun out of his bag. He's like, I guess.
Apologize.
Here we go again.
I'll apologize. I think I misread it because I thought that was like, I thought we were like, this is only going to go one way with this asshole.
Oh no.
No. This is great.
This is the way that
I don't think you misread it at all.
This is the way the story is going. This is how our characters react to this, which is like, here we go again.
He started it. He was
I know.
really racist.
No, I know.
If we look at the track record, the funniest thing about all of this is that you all basically just got frustrated at not rolling well and then said, well, fuck it, let's just kill him. And I'm the only one who's like rolling and getting information, and then you're like, you know what, I'm tired of waiting. And then
No. It is important, but I think we got to take. I'm not going to kill him. I want to pull this scepter away from him. He needs to
but-
stop
It's fine.
But
we're in action. We're in action mode. It's fine.
Vera and Quinn are used to this.
Oh, yeah, very
this
much.
is
So.
this is how
the
problems get
template.
solved in
This
our.
is the All right, I think we're ready for. So I think Manny's going up to try to take the scepter at this point. I think Vera's just kind of on standby and watching all this unfold.
Quinn's ready to back up his boy.
Okay.
Boys.
Annie, you rush up to the magistrate. Describe what you do.
Okay, so he's holding onto the scepter, right?
Yes, with both hands.
With both hands. So here's the thing. Manny, not the smartest guy. You might think, though, he's just going to try to grab the scepter. But Manny has also been burned a lot before. So what he's going to do is he's going to just grab this chair and fucking flip him out in the air, hoping that he loses grasp of it. Just like, because he knows that's not what he's expecting.
That's
Hell yeah.
fucking hilarious, and I love it. Yes. Make an athletics check.
All right. Yeah, so hopefully knocking him prone and hopefully him losing grasp of this. A 24.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hang on a sec. Let me see if I can. Since Roll20 is being jackass, I wonder if I can just quick upload an ass. Like, real quick.
We could probably theater of the mind this too.
I have a scepter.
Oh.
I just need to upload
Anthony,
it.
would you like us to add our tokens to the scene as well?
No.
Okay.
Where's my dumb scepter token? Oh, it's right here in front of me. Got it.
It's with your treasure and your food.
Thank you. It's a Magic the Gathering joke.
Yep.
Roll20. Why you gotta be like this? Please? Nope. Okay.
Who's trying to DDoS, ruin all of our art?
For real.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Don't people have better things to do?
I'll put this on the Instagram later.
That doesn't help me.
I'll put this on the Instagram for everybody else later.
Nick, we'll post it in our private chat just for you.
Thank you.
And nobody else.
Yeah.
The chair upends and the magistrate does go flying backwards into this sort of cloth drapery behind him.
Mhm.
And the scepter clatters to the floor, and the sort of the sapphire orb in it has sort of like almost a red glint that it seems almost angry that it
No longer being pondered.
well, that, but also like it got dropped. That's not a good feeling.
Mhm.
This doesn't have, it's not a sentient object.
Can I kick it away for like to someone who is magical stuff? Manny doesn't.
Sure.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. Manny doesn't trust his save, so he's gonna kick it over to it, like maybe towards Vera in particular.
Okay. I'm gonna have everybody make a dex save.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh wait, I crit. We're good. I thought I
crit,
rolled.
yeah,
I
you're
thought I
good.
rolled Michael 7.
No, that's me.
I did get a 25.
And to be fair, I'm right there, so I deserve that.
I was not expecting you to throw the scepter at me.
You didn't throw it, you kicked it.
I could
even
catch
worse.
it. I could catch it.
As you kick it, Manny, the red energy that's sort of pulsating within the sapphire bursts and sort of becomes like a almost like a beam of energy, and it tears up the floor as it rolls
Ugh.
on the floor, and everybody but Joe falls.
Wow, it sucks for everyone else.
Yep.
So you fall into this dungeon sort of area.
Oh,
And I think that it's probably...
Not fall damage.
I'm not calculating fall damage, but I'm trying to figure out, like,
1d6 per 10 feet.
Stories.
yeah, like stories, like how deep you are and how useful Quintillion is going to be.
Oh, up there.
Yeah.
I mean, it has
Within
to
30
be.
feet?
so
I
I
was gonna
held
say, it
up,
has to be a minimum of 30 feet. You're right.
do I pull the guns with me? I had a grip on them.
Yeah.
Okay, got 2 long rifles. Let's go.
Got 2 muskets.
muskets.
Does the scepter?
Oh,
also
and now
fall?
you're Blastors.
The scepter also falls. So this is what it looks like, but it is dark. I'll have you guys put your tokens in this lit area.
I have dark vision up to 60 feet, so can I see around me?
You can. I'm gonna set the scene first.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just letting you know.
Get your token in there.
Yep.
You can't have dark vision if you don't put your token on the map.
You ain't got no token. It's just as my mama used to say. How do I do that? Oh, because I have my character sheets popped out. Hold on one sec.
You can do. You should be able to do it from the side.
The journal, yeah.
There
Just
you
pull your. You
No,
know,
no, I did it. It's just like if it's popped out as a separate window, you can't drag it in. So I had to close it first.
Joe, are you staying up there?
The scepter's down there.
Yeah,
I'm staying up.
Did the guards stay up as with the magistrate?
they did.
sure you want to stay up there, Joe?
For now. I can
No,
jump out
actually-
whenever I want.
I'd like to draw like a little area so that I can have Joe just up there with
I don't think I need a map.
You could just put him also in this area and put a little box around him.
that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so Joe, if you can put your character in this visible area, this will be you. Great.
Here I am.
I would say that you're probably 2 stories up above the rest of them.
Okay.
I'm not going to have you do fall damage because I'm not going to.
That's its plot falling.
It's plot
Well,
falling.
I
It's
think-
not action falling.
You only take it after 30 feet, so if it's...
Oh, it would probably be like 25 feet.
Yeah.
I'd say 2 stories is probably only
29 and a half feet.
29 and 3.
Maybe it's after 10, so it might be like 1d6, but it's whatever.
That's fine. Yes, Vera, you are able to see a little bit further, and so as you've fallen into this sort of dungeon area, you can hear what I can only describe as probably the most sickening, disgusting, squelching noises coming from beyond everybody else's field of vision. And the reason that you would describe them as such is because you can see the scepter sort of erupt in almost like an Akira body horror-ish way, and it turns into this freakishly large multi-fingered hand.
Oh goodness.
And it's the
Like
it
those
was
horrible things in
oddly
Elden Ring.
hard. It was oddly hard to get this newer AI to generate like a bad hand. Like it took
funny.
me a while to get
The
this.
irony. The
I
irony.
know, right? So what it looks like is that there is it almost looks like 3 or 4 hands like folded over one another, and in between kind of like the layers of where one hand would begin and the other ends, you can see like this pulsing blue light kind of emanating from this freakish creature's core.
Oh shit, if this is Master Hand, Crazy Hand's probably around.
Does a crazy, like a sinister laugh come out as it appears and floats over the stage?
Yeah, what does it sound like, Anthony?
Just bad squelching.
It's just bad squelching. It
Mm.
itself is not making a noise. It has many fingers but no mouths.
I just realized, I mean, because what you've done is it, like when you have like when someone has like wet hands and they like squeeze them together. Oh, that's terrible.
I was really hoping for
Michael,
Anthony to
it's
make the
so
noise.
much worse than that.
Oh no.
I'll do it.
I think
Don't think I won't.
I think Vera taps both of the One-Eye and Manny on the shoulders to make them turn around, because I'm imagining that it's behind them. Ed says, right, boys. It's going to get a little bit fucky, so let's get ready.
Right. You got
I
it. Vera.
would like you to roll initiative, please.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Anthony, question. So you said the scepter broke, right?
The scepter transformed into this monster.
Oh, Anthony, you gotta pull up the turn order before we roll
I'm sorry.
initiatives. Yeah.
Does that mean we can re-roll?
I don't want
Nope.
to I don't want to re-roll.
Oh, there it is.
Never
It's
mind.
good.
It processed.
Some of
Great.
them are good.
Great.
Except for
Yeah, except for me for some
Vera.
reason.
You didn't select your token
Greg.
before you rolled initiative. You have to select your token, then roll initiative.
Well, that's a shame. So I have to
Anthony
do
can
that
add
again.
you
now.
manually.
No,
Anthony
can
no.
add it.
I'm gonna have to.
Can add a turn.
Sorry, brother.
I'm sorry, brother.
Wow.
Sorry, brother.
I love it.
Wow.
You could have rolled that to yourself and not told us.
I'm all about honesty here. Which
Transparency.
is the one that we're not taking for? There's 2 Joes.
What do you mean?
I don't see 2 Joes. I only see 1.
I got a
One
10.
You got a 10.
Yeah, those are all. They say initiative under it. So we have Joe's 10, Nick is 19, Greg is 19, I'm 11.
Else?
What are you talking about?
My turn order count is showing there are 7.
Oh, you have them from the previous fight.
Yeah,
So you want it? You have to delete them. You have to clean it up.
Yeah. Okay. So that's
Did you have turn order up the entire time you've had roll 20 up?
no.
No, it does hold your old one until you clear it out. Yeah.
How do we clear it out?
Delete
Just
them. Press Alt,
above
delete.
above the picture, it's a trash can. Just like put your mouse over the picture, and that should be a trash can.
Okay. And then Nick, you rolled a 19 this time.
Oh, you deleted me.
Okay, Anthony, you're gonna want to delete them all because we can't see ones from the other
Correct.
screen. Yeah.
Okay.
And we can't add our turn. Only you.
Nope. Yeah. Oh wow! It even
Why isn't it
explains.
letting me add?
Right click our
This is a roll,
token.
having issues. Yeah. It's
If
not
we
giving me the option when you
if we
click on-
select if we select our token and roll initiative again, it'll show up, and then you can just left click
our
the
old one.
number
Yeah, just
and
do
edit
that.
the number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we can edit our numbers. Cool.
Oh, we can.
Yeah, but
It's
this
saying
time
I
I got a
can.
20.
Got it.
Except when people are adding it, it's not letting me. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, use your original number. So you can do it too, Greg. Click your token, roll
Yeah,
initiative.
that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. Just edit that.
Yeah, to your 19. And my dexterity is 13. What's your dexterity, Greg?
My dex is 12.
Did you just get to roll again?
I'm trying to add it to the order. It's not
Oh,
populating.
do you not have initiative? Do you not have that in its stats? Do you not have stats?
You don't have stats. It's just a token.
Yeah.
Yep, you can't do it.
You
Just
might wanna
right click. Can you
It's-
right click it?
It can just
The
go
token?
after. It just goes after me. It's fine.
If you right click the token and add turn, it should still show
Put
up
that-
as the
there it
token
is.
in there. And then just put the number in manually.
Strong
Easy.
one.
Cool. Sort.
It put you first. Whatever.
What was Greg's dexterity?
His is 12, mine's 13.
Boom.
Heyo.
And then I'm just gonna grab. Because it won't let me put in other assets.
Hmm.
Got 2 guards, up with Quintilian.
Unarmed.
So one of them will be
And a prone
16,
magistrate.
will also be a 1.
I mean, at this point, they're less guards and more handymen.
But hopefully a magistrate.
Ugh.
Ooh, Michael, that was good.
Oh.
I don't even want to say what I was gonna say now.
Okay, so we are gonna have Wanai go first.
All right. As I fall and see my friends fall, even though we didn't take damage, I can tell we are in some straits. So I would like to rage. I'm going in, and the sword's still on my belt. You see me claw. You gonna get an unarmed strike coming at you. Ooh, does a 6 hit?
Not even
A natural
close.
one.
That's
That's
a,
a natural-
yeah, it
that's a
wouldn't hit
nat
no matter
one.
what.
Yep. Hold on one
Damn.
second. All right. Well, doesn't matter. I'm gonna use my martial arts and make another unarmed strike.
You
Even
rolled a
on a-
nat 1. I get to
Yeah,
hurt
even
you.
on a critical fail.
Yeah, it's when I make an attack.
Right, but Anthony's gonna resolve your critical fail first.
Sure.
I think that what happens is you make your unarmed strike and you jam your weird disformed turtle fist right into like one of the fingernails.
Sure. Other hand is coming at it then.
Hits you for 3 damage.
Oh. Rude.
Rude.
Okay. Other claws coming at it.
Okay.
18.
18 is a hit.
That's 8 bludgeoning and 2 rage.
So 10 total.
Correct.
Great. Okay. Anything else on your turn, sir?
Nope, I am done. That was my
Alright.
bonus action to use that second unarmed strike, by the way. So
Got it.
I moved, tagged, bonused. Yep.
Ira.
Yep. Moving over here, I am going to use my cantrip True Strike. It's a ability that I extend my hand and point a finger at a target in range, which I think for this hand made of fingers might be a slur of some kind. And then it grants me brief insight into the target's defenses. And so on my next turn, I'll gain an advantage of my first attack roll. But I want to understand what, before I do my next thing, my bonus action, just want to kind of understand, like, what does Vera know other than this is a flesh monster?
What do you know?
About its defenses, I guess.
Yeah. I think that you would know that as a creature that is born almost entirely of this sort of disgusting flesh magic, it's probably going to have a number of different immunities.
Okay, cool. So I think with that in mind, she unstraps the giant scythe that's strapped to her back and
Yeah.
like swings it around into her hands, and then she says, "It's time to feed, my pretty." And she's going to then use her bonus action to cast Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
So I gain the ability to place a baleful curse on something. As a bonus action, I choose a creature. It's a creature, right? We assume this counts as a
Oh,
creature.
it's a creature.
Yeah, ayo. The target's cursed for 1 minute. So I will gain a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target. It equals my proficiency bonus. Any attack roll I make is a crit on a 19, and then there's other stuff if it dies or whatever. But I've cast that. So I think, like, again, we kind of see Vera take the scythe, and then her eyes just glow this like deep violet, and the snakes of her hair start to kind of like almost like underwater motion float around her, and that'll be her turn.
Love that. Up next, we've got one of the guards. He's going to draw his sword and attack Quintilian
Oh yeah, in the above space.
in the above space.
This
Does
is a
17
Hyrule.
hit
This
you?
is Super Smash Brothers Melee Hyrule Temple.
We're all playing in the rage cage. At
Yeah,
the
we're in the
bottom.
we're in the rage cage, and he's up in the temple above. Yeah.
The rage cage. Joe, 17.
Yeah.
Great.
14 AC.
Ooh, that's minimum damage.
Okay.
2 whole damage points.
I get these guards are doing their job. Do they see what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah.
Hey, we love the hand.
They don't have the dark vision that you do, so no, they don't.
Curious on the magistrate's turn.
They heard
Tilly
some,
also doesn't.
correct. They heard some pretty freaky noises from down there.
Some
Oh
squelching.
shit, Tilly doesn't have dark vision.
Anthony, is it total darkness down here, or?
I think that there is some
Dim light.
like some small lamps, but not enough to generate like a ton of light.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Are we like miss if because I don't have dark vision, so I wanted to know if I
Neither
needed,
do
like,
I.
a torch or something.
My turn would have been a little different had if I'd known it was total darkness.
Even in
It's not
total
darkness.
darkness,
Okay,
you can
great.
still see some amount in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still attack at
Just
disadvantage.
wanted
though.
to make sure.
Yeah, it's just like low light conditions.
Sure. Okay.
It is Manny's turn.
Oh, Manny is again. He was very riled above, and
Ankle even.
he rankled. Yes, he you know what he thought he did a good job, and he's been told many times don't grab the cursed artifact. So he kicked it, and he thought he did good, and he fell down here, and now he sees this horrible hand, horrible squelching, and I think the thing is like when he fell, Manny's often very composed, and he loses his composure. And you guys saw him rage, and he was very like dissociating before, but this is different. Again, like you saw like the red eyes, and he actually like starts physically like his muscles pulse. He looks like he opens his mouth, and his generally flat teeth look more sharp and fang like. And as he rages, he takes out his hammer, and he's just gonna bring it down as hard as he can on one of these fingernails.
Right on the fingernail.
Okay.
Rage.
Like a Tom and
I'm-
Jerry
what-
episode.
I'm just gonna mark that I am raging just to make sure I forget.
Yeah, you gotta get that global damage mod, bruh.
Yep, I added it, bruh.
You know the best thing about
Oh,
Pathfinder?
natural 20.
Very nice,
20.
very nice.
That's a big
Speedrun.
hander.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one-handed though.
I know,
Unit
because
damage, too.
I have a shield. Okay, so
That's very good. Yeah. Roll some big damage here.
2 rage damage and 10. How does that? Wait, no, 5 plus 5. How does that work? Oh, because it's 5 damage. I rolled a 5 and I got a 5, so it's 12 damage altogether before crit rolls.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll again?
No, that includes
okay.
crit.
That is the crit.
Is it?
It
Yeah.
doubles your damage.
Yeah.
You
so-
would have gotten a
damage
7.
roll.
Oh. I see.
You rolled
Oh, I
a
rolled,
2.
I rolled a 2 and yeah,
And then a
you're right,
5.
So that's total 12.
Got it.
My
So
bad.
when you do this, you hear what I would describe as a very satisfying crack of bone, and you break off like one pretty long finger, and it falls to the ground. And I need to make a roll here real quick. Oops, that's an equal sign, not a plus. Okay. And there's a kind of a noise, like a almost the same squelching, gross, disgusting noise that was present before, but on a smaller scale.
Oh shit!
And
It is
you
crazy
kind of
hand.
see that the finger transforms into like a bunch of little fingers and
Like a
like
reverse Hydra.
like
Actually, like a
reverse
normal Hydra.
I guess.
No, normal
No.
Hydras sprout off themselves,
Um,
not spawn smaller.
What I've labeled this little monster as is cloud of fingers.
Oh, they're gonna say helping hand. Sorry.
God, you're the worst. So it's like a bunch of little flying hands.
Is it
That
flying?
it's transformed into.
Is it flying?
It is flying. They're sort of
Oh, shit.
mysteriously hovering, and they also
so
have the
it's just
same
flapping.
kind of blue energy surrounding them.
So I will say, I had bludgeoning damage. Does that matter for your spawning? I didn't slice anything.
That's yes.
I also had bludgeoning. Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Just
Yep.
wanted to check.
Yep. Thank you. Anything else on your turn,
No.
Quintillion?
I would like to use my racial ability, Rabbit Hop. As a
Okay.
bonus action, I can jump a number of feet equal to 5 times my proficiency bonus without provoking opportunity attacks.
Sounds good.
I can use it equal to my proficiency bonus, so 2 times. I'm going to jump away from the guards and behind the king.
Magic.
And
Okay.
boy, would I like to level my gun at his head.
Wow. God damn.
Yeah. Let me more.
I don't think we're gonna be welcome back, fellas.
He does. He didn't say he was gonna shoot him.
I'm not going to shoot
See
him.
if I can.
While you're doing that, can I monologue?
Yeah.
Now, I think we're all reasonable people.
Nice.
Oh my god, he's
So
so
big.
large.
Larger than life.
Colossal.
Now I think we're all reasonable people up here on this floor. And I think we can all hear what's going on downstairs. So now,
You just...
I think that you two guards should go down there and help my friends out before this magistrate here, your highness here, finds himself in a little bit of a pickle. And I would like to roll persuasion.
Okay.
One easy way to do it. Push the magistrate down.
20.
It's pretty good.
Unnatural 20, but it's 20.
Yeah. I think
Dirty 20.
the guards look to one another and they're like, they shrug and just a weird day at work.
Plus, I think your rifles might be down there, so you might be a little more useful than the 2 damage you dealt to me earlier.
Okay. Anything else in your turn?
No. Well, wait. Can I see the thing from up here?
I think you might have been able to grasp like that there was some sort of a weird monster down there from where you were.
Okay.
Since
And he
you,
shouts, "There's some kind of weird monster."
since you've jumped over the hole in the floor, it is out of your field of view.
Okay. I would like to cast Vicious Mockery on this monster.
Don't you need to be able to see it?
Also, I think we're...
Oh, I can. I do have to be able to see
spellcasting,
it.
right?
Yeah.
This is verbal only.
Relative.
I think I have to be
Right
able
now,
to see.
Mega fingers.
Oh, actually, all my spells are verbal. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire
Oh shit.
Okay.
centered on where I think the enemy is. It's a
So-
20-foot cube.
just to be clear, let me draw some stuff. I'm approximating, but like this 2x2 square here is the hole in the floor,
Okay.
and that comes out to about here.
Oh, okay.
So like you're completely like you're directly above the monster.
So I don't have
You're,
to
like, right
see
here.
this. It's only within range of 60 feet. So can I like? I
you could,
feel.
like,
Can,
get straight below
can
you.
I approximate a 20-foot cube?
Sure.
Okay. I need a dex save.
So I'm gonna draw a cube.
You're gonna need it from all of us, right? Who are inside cube.
20
Look to the back
yeah.
of the room.
Oh, right.
Probably.
I
But if,
know,
but
it's
if,
an
if he's doing it
approximation.
blind, yeah, it's up
Oh,
to
yeah.
you.
Yeah, if I'm doing it
I-
blind,
yeah.
some people are probably gonna get hit by this.
That's sucky.
But it'll affect everyone.
I can drop it if it gets hit next turn.
Free fire provides light too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, only if anything fails, it does.
Okay. You need a dex save from me.
Yeah. Well, from everyone.
Nice. Run in the cube.
DC 12.
Nice.
I think we get.
I failed.
Do we get?
Oh, I
Passed.
gotta roll for the little hand thing.
We all have to do a dex save.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah,
in
we're
the
all on
cube,
Does rage give us a advantage
No.
on dex?
no,
Okay.
no.
That was
Nope.
hopeful.
Damage resistance and damage and attack. That's all it gives us.
So Greg and the monsters that failed, everything has advantage against them.
Oh.
Sweet, I passed.
Vera lights up.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
it's like
It's-
a Sims marker for her.
It's everything is highlighted in violet light, because I get to choose between blue, green, and violet.
Wow, violet is my
Zero.
favorite color.
I choose violet. Only
You're
those
trimming
three
violet, Vera.
colors.
That actually might work for me, anyways. So this could be a good thing.
She looks down at her fit and is just like, yeah.
Alright. Okay, it is now the swarm of hands' turn.
Uh-huh.
Did it fail?
It did not.
Okay.
The big one did. So it is going to fly over here, and it's going to attack Wanai. And I've got flanking damage.
Heyo.
Don't forget, flanking is just if two are engaged, doesn't matter where they are.
Correct.
Yeah.
The big hand has flanking. The little hand is flanking for us too.
But I'm saying, so did we have flanking?
It's not
against
flanking
it?
anyway.
Does a 19 hit?
You would have, Manny. Yes.
Right.
rolled
Thanks,
I
Mike.
would-
First,
I-
time-
I
first time
wouldn't
I've hit you.
It is. Just a
Wow,
flesh
I'm
wound.
like minimum 3.
Just a flesh wound.
3 piercing damage.
Okay.
That's it's very cool turn.
Horrible.
So this the other guard, he hops down.
Breaks his legs.
Immediately dies.
I am going to publicly roll this one.
He's also got to find his gun down there.
God, Quinn is Machiavellian, just making them jump down a pit.
I didn't make.
Oh no, it's good. It's good. That means he wasn't that hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's minimum damage there.
I thought it was like a success check for not breaking both legs, jumping into a hole.
That's its whole.
That's his whole turn.
What did you do with the muskets? Did you just
Dropped them. Yes.
Okay, yeah, he'll grab his weapon.
Good turn.
He'll also move like. He'll probably like stagger off to the side.
The current attack of opportunity.
Something like that.
You would.
From what?
Swarm.
Hand.
Oh, you're right. This is
Not that I wish ill upon this hapless guard, but
okay.
But
They
it-
were complicit.
Them using its reaction is very good though.
that's actually pretty good point.
Is the big hand's turn.
Hmm.
It will attack. Oh.
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 Yeah. So it's going to its energy that's between the folds of its hand and finger structures is going to pulsate and burst out in a beam. I want the center. Oh,
The
okay.
domain expansion.
There's an option to not snap to the center of things.
I know, but that's no snapping. What did I just say, Joe? It's going to attack. It's going to hit both Manny and when I this. Actually,
Maybe.
Yeah, I think actually it's hard to argue hitting us both from here.
right. I think it's going to go this way and hit both Vera and Manny. It is an automatic hit.
Oh,
Oh, good.
Lucky.
Okay.
you're cheating.
That's great. I have a reaction to that.
Okay.
I have a spell that's called Hellish Rebuke. It's an immediate reaction to a creature that damages me.
Do I have to deal
So-
damage first?
Yeah, let him deal his damage first. And then...
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I thought
You are going
yeah.
to take 18 radiant
Oh.
damage.
Oh, shit.
That's fucking crazy.
That's most of
only-
their lives.
I'm radiant. I'm also not resistant against with rage, am I?
If that hit me, I'm
Nope.
dead.
Bludgeoning,
I'm-
piercing, slashing.
Yeah, I'm dead.
You're unconscious.
Yeah. That's 0.
Okay. Huh.
Oof.
Okay. 18, huh?
Yeah,
Oh boy. I hope we can only do that one time.
it can.
Wow, that's really unfortunate.
Don't worry, I
You're
can
You're
get
not
you.
dead. Yeah, it's not over for you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well,
But it
hold
is
on.
bad.
Let me
You have
look
death
at-
saving throws on your turn. Just wait. It's gonna be great.
This is your first time.
Well, I'm guessing now that I'm unconscious, I don't get to do this reaction thing. That's fun.
No. Nope.
Correct.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
That sucks.
That
All
does
right.
suck.
But you still have that spell slot, so that doesn't suck that much.
Well,
Well,
yeah, I'm just gonna
It's not
reread the spell that I cast. Hold on.
That's its turn. It's going to be Wenai's turn
Mm-hmm.
next.
No. Did when I struck this thing, does it look like I don't know how to say this. Does it look like I did full damage? Does it have a hard shell? Did I tear into this thing? Did I bash it? Yeah.
It
Does
seems
it
a
look
little metagamey.
I mean, I feel like if you shot
I always forget how
Water.
do knowledge rolls work when you're like trying to figure something out. Do you have to actually take an action to roll knowledge against something? Or
it's
like
not really in the book.
It kind of depends.
Very annoying. I wish
It
was
looked like you
clearer.
did full damage, Nick.
I will see Vera go down, and just what was the beam like? Was it fire, ice, blue, white, red?
It was a blue energy.
Okay.
Similar to the energy that is pulsating within it and around the swarm of fingers.
Yeah. Okay. I will fly even further into a rage that doesn't do anything. And I'll let,
We're saying 2.
You will go even further beyond. Plus ultra.
Excuse me.
claw. I have advantage too.
Oh, you do. Hell
So there's a
yeah.
crit.
Yikes.
Attack with your freakish hand.
You'll just be able to. Not very much.
This is the worst high five.
That's 10. And as I hit my martial arts, I'm gonna strike again with another unarmed strike.
With advantage.
21.
Also hits.
6 damage.
Okay.
16 total.
Very nice.
Hell yeah.
No, Vera. My turn's over. I can't do anything to help you right
No, that's
where
okay.
I
I
am.
can.
I'll help
Vera,
myself.
it's time to make your first death save.
I've never done this before in any game. What do
I
I need
know.
to do?
There's a
Roll-
button on your character sheet.
Yeah, it's next to hit dice.
How dramatic. What I do? You hit the button that says death save.
If you
You
get
fail.
You
if
failed.
you get a critical failure, it's 2 fails. If you get a critical
At
success,
3 failures,
it's 2 successes.
then you're
At 3
permanently
failures, you're dead.
you're dead. Cool.
Yeah,
Alright,
that one.
that's my turn.
Very good.
Oh, you failed.
He did.
Yeah, you did. So mark it on your
It's the
sheet.
next guard's turn, and he's gonna. Oop, that's the ruler. He's gonna hop down as well. I'm gonna make another roll.
I wish we had a soundboard to play the my leg.
My leg.
And he took. He's gonna grab his rifle, but like I think he's not
needs it
prone,
as
but
a
he's
crutch.
like on his knees. That's gonna be his whole turn. Back
How
to
do the guards
Danny.
react to this horrible thing? By the way,
They're
that
pretty
they see
freaked
now?
out.
Okay.
There's a reason that they're grabbing their guns.
Yeah. Because of Second Amendment rights. He drops his
That's
shield.
the
So I'm
only
gonna,
reason.
because I don't have a lot of health left, so I'm gonna just kind of go for max damage. So I drop my shield and wield my warhammer with 2 hands.
Hell yeah.
And I have advantage. That's an 18.
18 does hit.
Yes, thank God. That is 14 points of damage. That is a
Oh,
pretty good. 14
Yeah,
points
you're
of bloodshed.
another very satisfying crack of bone as you slam your hammer and thing.
Mm-hmm. But that is, I guess I could move. I don't think I necessarily want to, but I wish I can't. I'd have to interact to get Vera out of harm's way, right? So
Yeah.
I just gotta stand and bang. So that's what I do.
Almost.
Yeah.
Quintillion.
So I'm gonna kind of. Your Highness, I promise this is for your own good, and I'm gonna jump down the hole and
You're
join.
gonna throw him in.
He was unconscious the entire time.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Well,
still say it to him.
I'm still gonna
Throughout your
say
whole
it.
monologue. He's unconscious.
I'm still saying it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna jump down.
Okay.
I would like to attack this thing with my gun.
Sorry, which thing?
The
The big one?
the big guy.
The big one.
Would he also still have advantage?
I
Not
do
with
still
a
have
range.
advantage.
Because of the fairy fire,
Oh,
right?
Fairy
Very
fire. 17 to hit.
high. 17 misses.
Ooh.
Oh, well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on,
The dead one.
the dead friend,
On myself.
Vera. On
Two
myself.
points of
Full
damage
health.
recovered.
That'd be very, very funny.
You're
You
hurt. I'm gonna heal
heal.
myself.
You heal 6 points of damage,
Hey, love that.
She's back, and you get to reset your death saves.
and you reset your death saves.
Sick. Thank
Reset your
you.
death saves.
My
And I heard I get to reset my death saves.
my hot D&D take is death save should only reset on long rest, but that's not how we're playing.
Is that your whole turn?
That is my whole turn.
Okay.
My whole damn turn.
I've
It
used my
is-
movement, my action, and my bonus action.
The Swarm of Fingers' turn. It's going to attack Wanai again, still with advantage.
Big old slap. Big old turtle slap.
The old slap.
That's a big miss. Cool turn.
It did its best, Anthony.
It didn't.
Anthony, you're supposed to say, "Does a 12 hit you?" And then I get to say no.
So this guard is going to go, and it's going to shoot at the Swarm of Fingers, which are probably a little bit too close to comfort for him. And
Because he had a bad experience with a hand once.
no, because it's a swarm of flying hands. Let's see, he's got his gun, so that's going to be a +3. Boom!
Ooh. Damn.
Seven damage. Hell yeah.
Wow.
What kind of damage is a firearm?
Piercing.
In Pathfinder, they were piercing and bludgeoning.
Okay.
I don't know about 5e.
Well, that's fine. Okay. It takes out one of the hands, but there's still
But it's a swarm.
a lot of them fluttering around in the creepiest way possible. It's the big hand's turn. It's going to make an
Let's give him a
attack.
big hand, everyone.
God,
Yeah.
every hand joke possible.
We gotta get him in.
I hope
Gotta
there's
be
more.
running out.
I hope there's more.
First attack is going to be on Wanai.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
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 Ramus was inspiration for this character. Jerry.
Hell yeah.
I'm very glad. I'm sorry they're going for you, but it's good because you probably are smelling like charred beef next to you.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
Great.
Tune in next week when the Weeknight Wizards gang plays League of Legends.
And then I'm going to make another attack on you. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Good. I'm gonna combine those. There's that. It's gonna be 17 total damage, which is bludgeoning.
Ooh, I take half.
Must be nice.
That's 8. Take 8 damage.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm
That's
still
its, that's its
still-
turn.
Still standing. I don't look great. I'm still kind of hunched over, but a claw's coming at him. Does a 20 hit?
It does.
10 damage. As this claw
Describe how you killed his hand monster.
Oh my gosh! So I have like several fingers still, right?
You're speaking
Extra
very
fingers.
softly.
I know. I'm sorry. My daughter woke up recently. I'm trying
Oh.
not to be too loud. I have multiple fingers, right?
Yeah, we all do.
Still, I'm gonna grab its fingers with my multiple fingers and rip all the fingers apart.
That was good, Anthony.
Yeah, gross. I love it. When you do that, the energy around it dissipates, and if I had the art, I would put the scepter back in there, and it clatters to the ground as sort of like the weird kind of core of this mass of fingers.
Got it.
Got
I
the
have-
fluttering
I'm
hand
gonna
still
make it
around?
smaller.
I still have a bonus action. Wait a second. I wonder.
I want to just check. Fluttering hand's still alive.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna turn around and hit the
Do it.
swarm.
Do it.
Try to. 24 hit.
I guess that hits.
11 damage, 9 bludgeoning, 2 rage.
It's gonna take half.
It's weird that it is rage
I'll
damage. I don't know what that means.
It doesn't explain it in the book. It
It's a
says rage.
bonus.
Mm-hmm. That was 21 damage, boys.
What's it on?
Uh, 5,
Also, we all go before the Fluttering Hand, so I feel like this goes one way.
You're right. Vera.
I have a question on like a semantic question for you. So obviously I was previously incapacitated. So my curse is nullified because I was incapacitated because I couldn't sustain it.
Yep.
My question is, does my um does my death saving throw count as a turn in action?
Yes.
Okay. So then True Strike is nullified too. That's super shitty. Well,
Turns out dying sucks.
yeah, as it turns out.
Mhm.
Well, especially if it's like all, spending your first turn to prep stuff. So, okay.
Well, you can't just get a handout when have a
Yeah.
curse.
And then I
If you
guess
guys successfully defeat this this encounter, everybody's gonna level up except for Manny.
Hey, hold on.
Question-
Can this episode be called All Hands on Deck?
there you go.
yes.
Do I get a sense just before I do anything? Like, would I know what type of creature this is in the sense of like, I have something that's like, it can protect you against certain types of creatures, like aberrations, for example. So, like, would I know this, or what would I have to do to figure out whether something I want to do is effective or not effective, based on type? Does that make sense?
I would call this an aberration.
Okay, and I can't rest in the middle of battle, right? Like a quick rest.
Nah.
Can't do that.
It's not
I
like
would-
not
I
like
wouldn't.
Vintage.
No, yeah, that's fair. I'm just trying to figure out
You
what I
can't
should.
rally.
You guys
Yeah.
keep fighting. I'm gonna sit for a minute.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what
I
I
would say
should do.
try to hit the hand. would
What's
be
the
a good-
escalation die at?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh
escalation
yeah,
die.
we are playing with escalation die.
Okay. Okay, never mind. So on my turn, I'm back. I give a little salute to Tilly for saving me. I'm going to use my first bonus action to cast Hex. Sorry, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hex. So I place a different Hex on this creature, if I can see. And then I get to choose an ability that the target has a disadvantage on its ability checks. So I guess I'll do disability to its constitution. So whenever it has to do a constitution check, so it gets a disadvantage.
Okay.
Cool. And then I am going to attack it. I'm going to run up and I'm going to attack it with my
That's the dead one.
oh, it is that. Which one's the alive one? This one? That one. Cool. I'm going to attack it with snakes, my snake hair. So snake hair.
That should have been our team name.
Snake hair.
Snake
So
hair. I
We got a
mean,
rabbit.
Wait, hold on.
we have
That's a save.
snakes
Wait,
and
what?
hairs. So
Why did that make that a save?
I don't know.
What did you say?
Wait.
Roll?
Wait, hold on.
For the poison, right?
There you go. Snakes. Your old snakes, right? That was rude.
you got a
So the
20 for
first one-
20 for snakes.
20 hits.
Okay, great. So there's a couple things that are going to happen here.
Yeah.
So the first thing that's going to happen is so I deal piercing damage, 1d4 plus my charisma modifier because of the specific hex warrior thing that I have. You also need to make a Constitution saving throw. Haha. Which has
It's
to
all
beat
coming together.
which has to beat a DC of 12, I guess, is the score, because that's what I rolled before. Because it's DC of 8 plus my proficiency plus my Constitution.
And your thing gave it disadvantage on the
It's
check?
disadvantage, yeah.
Okay, so I'll roll 2.
Nice. Synergy.
Yep.
That is a critical failure.
Oh God, we love to see that. Okay, so here are the couple of things that happen. I will roll first for my piercing damage.
Yeah.
My proficiency in charisma is 2. Okay, so that's 4 piercing damage. Then because of snakes, you have a additional 1d4 poison damage.
Okay.
So that was piercing. So 4 points of piercing.
Yep.
1 point of poison damage, and then because of my curse, it's an ongoing one. Or let me double check if it's ongoing or not. an extra. So and then an extra necrotic damage as well. So cool. So that'll be so it's 4 points of piercing damage, 1 point of poison damage, and 5 points of necrotic damage. For snakes.
10.
Yeah, and that is my. Oh wait, did I?
Used your hex, which is probably your bonus action.
Yep.
Oh fuck! No, it's because my previous hex, anyways, would have been a crit. So it's whatever. But that's gone. So that's fine. Okay, that's my turn. That is
Okay.
Fierce.
The first guard that jumped down is gonna shoot and miss.
Boom.
And I
Cool turn.
fired, and I missed.
So,
Nane.
as a player, I'd actually like to catch one of these because I think it's important to prove that we were, have something to show because the big one disappeared. But Manny's raging, so he's gonna smash it with his hammer. 24.
That does hit.
11 points of damage, bludgeoning.
There's probably one hand left.
The guards can vouch for us.
Yeah, but that's on there, or it's your turn, so I'm done. So it's up to you. What do you want to do with this hand?
It's all on Quinn.
I'm fucking firing.
Gross.
Guns blazing. Sneak attack on.
Anthony, have these wow.
That's a
Have these
critical
disappeared?
success.
That does hit.
The last hand as it tries to flap away.
That's 16 damage.
What's the sound of one hand flapping?
Ugh.
What is the sound of one hand flapping? Please.
If you think, put it in the comments.
Yeah. Leave it in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel.
Just doesn't sound like
You're
One hand fapping. Yeah.
Congratulations, you guys did a very good job with the hands. Good
Yes.
job.
Yes.
Yay!
Hey, Vera fell over.
Pew 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 pew.
That
Oh,
is
wait,
where
hang
we'll
on.
end for
Hang on.
tonight.
Hang on.
Give a joke.
No, it's not worth it. Oh boy.
Thank you.
I waited.
So patiently.
Very, very polite of you.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We're going to be off for a couple of weeks for the winter holidays, and we will be back at you in the new year.
Yeah, I think we're shooting for the 4th?
I believe so, with the 13th
put
page
it
on
on
the 4th.
Yeah.
Put it on our Instagram.
We
Oh,
will
so we're
put it on Instagram. Follow our
So
Instagram.
we're skipping this. I'm sorry.
Follow us on
We'll talk
Instagram,
about it offline.
instagram.com/weeknightwizards. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks, everyone.